guys, so I am almost 34 weeks, but I'm doing the 33-week video right now. This week has been pretty much the same as last week. I am feeling a lot of pressure in my cervix area, but that's mostly when Emrys is moving, so it's to be expected. He's pretty low at my last ultrasound, which I think was around 30 weeks. His head was down really low, and had been down there so long with all the Braxton Hicks and stuff that it actually has squished his head. So it's kind of oval shaped, more so than normal, but that's okay. Anyways, so yeah, he's low. We already know that. But he seems to be getting lower and lower, which is also, typical. So that's not surprising, but it's when he moves, it's like a tingling, like when your foot goes to sleep and you move it too fast, it kind of like tingles. It's kind of that feeling in my cervix when he's like jumping around in there, which he does a couple of times a day. He doesn't really move a whole lot during the day. It's mostly, there are several times a day where he'll like completely like flip or turn around or whatever. He stays head down. He's always head down, but he'll just spin around or something. And I have a lot of back pain, which they say is normal when you have the placenta anterior is in the back. I don't remember what the word is, but it's when the placenta is in the front of your stomach, like around your belly button, behind your belly button, instead of at the back, which is more normal, I guess. But the placenta for this time is right in front, so they say that usually causes a lot more back pain during pregnancy, and it can also cause the baby to be facing towards your spine when you're in labor, which can cause back labor. That's more common when you have the placenta in the front, which kind of worries me. I had back labor for part of my labor with Kaiden, which is not very comfortable. I totally prefer regular labor, but yeah, my back has been really, really hurting lately. Having Braxton Hicks contractions all the time, and that's totally normal for this time period. In third trimester, generally your Braxton Hicks pick up a lot, and that's to prepare you for labor, which I think it just stresses you out more, but I don't know. I guess he's dropped per se. That means that the baby shifts down in your pelvis so you have more room to breathe, which he has. He dropped a couple weeks ago, which they could tell on the ultrasound. So that's kind of early. My other two, I don't know. I don't think Kaiden ever really dropped, but Asher dropped at around 36 weeks. And so this time it was a bit earlier than last time, but I don't think it really means anything as far as when labor will occur. I think it's just, baby body preparing for labor whenever they happen to do so. So I still think I'm going to go to my due date or beyond, which doesn't bother me really. I got the results back from my glucose 3-hour test that I finally got done. I had mentioned previously that my doctor I went to talk to her about why she was sending me off to do regular blood testing and blood sugar levels and a gestational diabetes class when they hadn't confirmed that I had it yet. I had just taken the 1 hour. I failed the 1 hour with a 152. But I didn't know it was fasting, so I had eaten McDonald's on the way up there. I didn't know. So, anyways, I had talked to her about it, and she said, well, I was just going to treat you like you had it, and, whatever. And I was like, well, I kind of want to know if I have it, because you're saying that you'll induce me at 39 weeks if I have it, and I don't want to be treated like I have it if I don't. So I asked to do the 3-hour test. She said, okay, put the order in. I went to go get that done last week, and I got the results back on Monday. I think it was like last Monday. I don't know exact days, but I got the results back and they're completely normal. I do not have gestational diabetes. So I haven't seen my OB yet since I got the results. I'm seeing her the day after tomorrow, so Monday. So yeah, so now she can't induce me unless something else random pops up, which fingers crossed it doesn't. I do tend to have preeclampsia symptoms at the end of each of my pregnancies, but that hasn't shown up yet at all, so fingers crossed this time it doesn't. This has been my healthiest pregnancy, so I'm hoping that I won't be induced this time, and so far everything's looking good. As far as when I see baby coming, that was weird. As far as when I think baby's gonna come, I think it's probably gonna be on or past my due date. With Kaiden, I was induced at 39 weeks. With Asher, I was induced 2 days before my due date. And Kaiden, I had no signs of labor coming, really. With Asher, I had dropped a few weeks prior, and I was starting to show signs that I would be going into labor soon, but they induced me 2 days before my due date, so I never really got the chance to see if that would have led to anywhere. So I don't really know around what time I will be giving birth, but I would say my due date or past, I would guess. I've heard third babies are kind of unpredictable, so I don't know, but I'm counting on my due date or past my due date, because everything's ready. It's just Bryce's work schedule is kind of crazy right now. He's doing overnights, training, and he starts daytime shifts the end of this month. So it would be great if the baby would at least wait till June, which I'm sure it will. So that's not an issue, but everything's ready. We're all ready. But I would just like him to wait until his due date so that we have, that's the date we've been planning on. So it's like, as long as he waits till around then, we'll be good, because I don't know. It's weird this time not having like a day that I'm going to go in and meet the baby. It's weird, but I like it. I like having the surprise factor of baby deciding his own due date, and I think that's kind of cool. So that and no Pitocin, because I really, really don't like Pitocin-induced contractions, especially since I don't do epidurals. They freak me out more than labor. So I could never do an epidural. That just scares me to death. I don't like needles. I can barely handle the IVs they do. I can't imagine them trying to put a needle in my back that I can't see. Like when they do the IVs and stuff, I have to watch them. When they draw blood, I have to watch them because it freaks me out. I don't like needles, especially ones that are big, that go in my spine and I can't see them. No. So yeah, I don't do epidurals, and Pitocin-induced contractions are pretty painful. I mean, last time it wasn't so bad because I knew what to expect, so it's not too bad, but I'd like to experience what they're like normally. I've heard it's a lot less painful, less quick, and all that stuff, so I really want to know what that is like compared to what I'm used to. I don't know how dilated I am, haven't been checked. I probably won't be checked until a couple weeks from now, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I would be dilated to. I don't know if I'm even dilated with Asher. I think by now I had dilated to a 1 or something, but I don't remember. I would have to look back on my old videos. So I don't know anything about that. Haven't seen my OB yet. I see her in 2 days, so I don't have anything to report there, but I probably will in my 34-week video. And so basically everything's going good, and my belly is getting big. It's grown in the past few weeks. A few weeks ago, it didn't seem like I had any belly at all. Like, up until now, I've been concerned that the baby wasn't growing okay, and he is growing okay. We saw that in the last ultrasound, but my belly just didn't seem to be as big as previous pregnancies. But now it's starting to look like I'm really pregnant, and I'm getting to that point in my pregnancy where if I go to Walmart, people are like, "Oh, are you having twins?" No, just one. You know, I think that's the funniest comment. I don't know if it's because people just don't know what to say or what to ask, but every pregnancy I've gotten that question. Every time I go out, the first thing anybody says to me is, "Are you having twins?" I'm like, "No, I'm not having twins." I don't know, I don't get anything else. That's the first thing they ask me. And second thing is boy or girl, and third thing is congratulations. I mean, it's pretty much down to a science. Now I know exactly what people are going to say. If they look at my belly and then look up at my face, they're going to ask me if I'm having twins, which is, I don't know, I think it's so funny. I don't know if it's just because people don't know, like, what to ask or what to say to start a conversation with a really pregnant person. I don't know. I have my graduation in a week. So I'm going to be, I got these heels. Let me see if I can find them. I'm going to attempt to walk across the stage in a dress and these things. And they're super cute. I love them. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I can still walk in them now, but I don't know with nerves and walking upstairs and stuff if that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't have any flats, so, and you're not allowed to wear sandals or tennis shoes, so that's what I've got. Either that or my wedding shoes, which are like stilettos, so I didn't think that would be a good idea. So I'm gonna wear those, and I might just go buy a pair of flats instead, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll show you guys my belly and call it a night, because I forgot my belly video, or my belly shot in my last video, so let me get up. Okay. So, oops, wrong direction. My belly is, I don't know if you can even see that in there. Guess I could show you from this direction. It's big. my belly button is just kind of done with these pregnancies. It's like I'm not doing this anymore. But, yep. There it is. And now I'm going to go to bed because it's like 1:30 in the morning. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but the crib and the changing table. I think I did last time. Still haven't done anything decorating wise. I don't even know if I'm going to. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.